So, let's get into it. We got side story, Henry. We got side story, Sasha. And then you got main story. So... Riddle Joker, how is it? I haven't done... I didn't play it yesterday. In the kitchen, a large pot was on the fire. Steam rose from the inside that had chopped leaves in the water. But, you know... it's good. But, well, I mean, at the point I am, it's okay. I haven't gotten to the point where where shit really hits the fan, which I feel like it's gonna happen soon. Well, actually, maybe not. I'm not off tomorrow, but I worked 8 AM to 4 PM. Wow. At least it's better than 6 AM. Oh. Okay, yeah. Henry stood beside Namtar. Stood beside it while Namtar was peeking in curiously.
今日は何を作ってる？うまいやつか？違うの。今日は食べ物じゃなくて染料を作ってるのよ。染料？布や織物に色をつけるのに使うの。
What do you like Namtar? I don't have enough information to form an opinion on her.
色をつけてどうする？赤とか紫とか彩りがあった方が綺麗なのだわ。そんなものか。
There was a pause after her response, though the silence was quickly broken by Henry's scream. What's wrong, Henry? Surprised, Shin stopped mid-work. He turned around to spot Henry holding Namtar back. What? What the? Why? Okay, she's up there.
この染料は体に色をつけるためのものじゃないのだわ。
Also, you don't need to dye your body either.
そうなのか?
Even after the two explained, Namtar looked at them curiously. She didn't seem to get it just yet. It was risky to let her out of your sight. If only she had Anna's memories, then she may have had more common sense like people. While thinking, Shin asked a question that was on his mind for a while. Namtar, you really don't remember anything from your past as a human.
人間？ナモタルはカイマだぞ。
You may be one now, but before you became Namtar, there had to be someone, who was the base.
Shin!
Henry gasped as she turned to Shin. He was planning to ask this question cautiously after checking Namtar's progress. But once he started, Shin could not stop his words. He found himself unconsciously searching for Anna's presence within Namtar. Namtar, you have an odd-shaped birthmark on your left arm. It's the same one my sister Anna had. I believe that you and Anna are related in some way. If anything, maybe you were Anna before you became an ash demon. His words were filled with wishful thinking. He hoped Namtar would have some sort of reaction toward the name Anna. But... Right. Namtar responded bluntly. Rather than her memory reviving, her words were bland, as if she had no interest. But we may be siblings. I'm your big brother, and Anna is my little sister, and... Meanwhile, we got whimsical music in the background. Namtar's words had no bad intentions, but that hurt Shin even more. He had no attachment to the name Anna, nor had memories of her days as Shin's sister. The cruel confrontation was straightforwardly presented to him. You know what? If you can't remember anything, that's fine.
Shin.
You make an angry face, though. Henry turned to him, looking worried, but Shin's eyes did not meet hers. The day after all this...
起きてほしいの。
Oh, the dream. Shin sluggishly woke up as he felt someone shaking his body. In front of him was Henry, who leaned forward with a smile.
もう、やっと起きたの？骨坊さんね。
Weird. Oh, yeah, morning, Henry.
おはよう、お兄ちゃん。
Hang on. Big brother? Wondering why Henry was calling him that, Shin got up. What's wrong? Was something going on today?
もう何言ってるの？お兄ちゃんがいつも寝坊するから特別に起こしに来てあげたのよ。
Okay. Really? Did I oversleep that much? By the way, Henry, why are you calling me big brother?
お兄ちゃんはお兄ちゃんなのだわ。まったく、まだ寝ぼけてるの？
Yeah, What? This is interesting. What is this? Meike no lupus, Kalia? Salia? Kadia? Right. Read the description. Okay, let's do this. Hang on, I haven't done this in a while. Let's okay, why is it not letting me? Alright, I guess it's gonna be slightly to the right. There was... Hang on a minute. The fuck? Oh, 18 plus, right? Okay, there we go. There is no one method to equal gods. It's to become cruel like gods. Wait. There is no one method to equal gods. It's to be... Oh, fuck. There is one method to equal gods. It's to become cruel like gods. Salvador Dali. A prodigious young actress passed away. At the end of the magnificent play, the highly esteemed girl found a kernel of truth. Years pass, and spring arrives. In a freshman welcoming party, a certain program will catch the protagonist, Sewa Tamaki's eye. Welcome to the Lepirus. Let's go with Lepirus troupe. A guerrilla public performance that would be held by a student theater group. Protagonist once debuted as a child prodigy, but now left the path of the theater arts, indulged in a nostalgic memory. Let's peek in for a bit. An irrational story born out of curiosity. Once the curtain of the tale unfolds, it probably won't stop until the very end. An airhead girl who loves to act. Hashi Kohaku. Theater arts poster child. Neo no Miya Meguri. A net idol currently rising in popularity. Amatsuka Nanana. Nice. The girl working behind the scenes who gave up acting. Hakadori Rize. Let's make it the best play. They would perform a public play based on Norse mythology, entitled Philia. While bathed under the dazzling spotlight, they who dance the tale are beautiful. The white hair with red eyes leads the way to a convenient conclusion for you. Right. I mean, I know why it was going a certain way, at the start, but, you know, I downloaded it. How is it? It looks interesting. Or started it. Oh. What is this? It's Meguri. Yep, that's what I expected. Alright. Right, you know, we're in La La Land. La La Land is definitely... I was just tweaking the settings. La La Land is definitely where Shin is right now. Maybe I am. Shin replied, scratching his head.
しょうがないお兄ちゃんなの。早く顔を洗ってくるのだわ。特別に私がお支度手伝ってあげるの。
Wait, what do you mean by that? But you need text directive for Japanese locale. Or to restart your PC that way. Okay. Yeah. Despite feeling something off, Shin just did as he was told while, being unsure. Wait. Hang on. I don't think I should. Yeah. The two went straight to class. The lecture today was about the composition of alchemy. This wasn't Shin's forte. He was stuck when he had to merge different elements. Just emulates it. Shin Bolt, can you explain the change when Damascus steel is forged and merged with the Razane steel? While it increases its toughness, the instability created by the merging makes it less compatible with ether gears. Good. Then what is the formula like? Unable to compute a formula in his head, Shin was at a loss.
お兄ちゃんが答えるまでもないの。教授、この程度の問題は私で十分なのだわ。
Henry. Big brother, well, certainly. The demon partner Henry, come forth and write it on the board. Henry did as she was told and got up on the podium and wrote the correct answer. Very well. You're well studied. Henry, you're going a bit... You're going a bit too far for this bit. Henry waved from the podium. He felt he should feel proud for her, but felt something uncomfortable, almost like he was lying on a bed of needles. Hey, Shin's making his demon partner call him Big Bro. Ah, it's not me. She's the one who wanted to do this. Literal secondhand embarrassment. Yikes. He looked kind of cool, but I guess he had a weird hobby. Ah, because when I forgot because when Maltina says to tells friend to call her big sister, it's not weird. But if I say to Henry to call me Big Bro, suddenly it's a society. Shin's gonna go through his Joker arc. The double standards of society. Lucky him. I want a demon partner like her. Yeah, well, you're not gonna get one because she ain't a demon partner. I mean, she made a sour face at the muttering.
どうしたのお兄ちゃん
Stop calling me that! Oh, it's nothing. Once the class ended, Maltina and the same class approached him. Ah! I was just talking about you!
意外でしたわシンあなたの同志だったのね
Yeah! You know what? Maybe... Comrade!
ごまかさなくて結構ですのよ手塩にかけて育てた10万を弟や妹のようにめでるそれは何より純粋な愛の形ですもの
You know what? Never mind. There isn't a double standard. Maltina's just that... Oh, Maltina's just weird. Things with the hydrate. And the stretch. You know what? Maybe everyone is just... Maybe everyone is calling Maltina weird.
Henry さんの声には心がこもっていました鈴の鳴るような声でお兄ちゃんと現れるようではありませんか
Hang on.
私もフレンにお姉ちゃんと呼んでもらおうかしら姉さんとどっちがいいか悩みますわ
Yeah. Sure, Maltina. Why did... I think I broke it. No, it's back. Okay. Maltina basked in her own little world. Even if the subject was about demon partners, Shin felt a bit lost. But siblings, huh? Henry, could it be? In the afternoon, they decided to head to the royal capital to shop. Henry came along as if it was a given. You know it's hard work to walk when you're so close to me.
でもお兄ちゃんが迷子になったら大変なのだわこうして手をつないでないと
So I'm the one who... I'm the one who gets lost.
それよりアリアに渡された買い物リストはちゃんと持ってるお兄ちゃんうっかり屋さんなんだから
I got it. First, we'll get groceries. We should pick up some preserved food for long trips.
だったらこっちなのだわ
Henry pointed to a grocery store on the main street and pulled Shin's hand. An old woman passed by, looking at them with a smile.
しんお兄ちゃん桃が美味しそうなの
Yeah, but peaches don't last very long. That same old woman has started to look at them with disdain. Henry gazed up and stared at Shin. Feeling defeated, Shin wryly smiled before taking the peach. Henry's expression immediately lit up.
ありがとう、お兄ちゃん。それじゃあ次は、
Want to stop by the pharmacy to pick up some stuff for blending? I want to stop by the shop and pick up stuff and blending. Wait, you haven't gone to the bathroom yet, Dexter? Okay.
それなの。今言おうと思っていたのだわ。
Hang on. Stop. TMI. Henry tugged on his hand again. The two of them made their way around various stores in the capital. And then...
これで買い出しは終わったのだわ。
What was there an and then? Hang on. What do you mean and then? It's like a... Henry tugged on his hand again. The two of them made their way around various stores in the capital. And then, you know, something's usually meant to happen after the and then. You know, it's like putting a but at the end of a sentence. But then. Shin's hands were filled with shopping bags. Unable to hold hands in this state, Henry squeezed the hem of his clothes.
戻りましょう。アリアたちが待っているのだわ。
Oh, but before we go back, there's one thing I forgot to buy.
買い忘れ？何かあったかしら？
It's a personal purchase. Henry, wait for me here.
お兄ちゃん。
He already had an idea of what to purchase. Shin went to the fabric store when Henry stopped when they were passing by earlier. He picked up a plain silk cloth. Excuse me, can I have this? The price the owner told him was higher than what he expected, yet Shin hurried back to Henry with his lighter wallet. Sorry for making you wait.
もう急にどこ行ってたの？置いてくなんてひどいのだわ。
I wanted to give this to you.
え？
Shin held out the silk cloth he had just brought. Henry's eyes widened.
これどうして？
You looked like you wanted it. I wanted to thank you for coming out today.
でもお兄ちゃん高かったんじゃ。
Oh, and just as Henry was about to say something, Shin placed his finger on her lips. You can just call me Shin like you always have. You don't have to call me Big Brother.
迷惑だった？
No, it turned him on. I mean, no, it's not that. It's just not in public. Shin thought for a moment as he carefully chose his words. Anna was a girl who liked to run around and play hide and seek, but you like to sew and draw, right? So even if you call me Big Brother, I can't see you as my little sister. You can only be yourself, Henry.
私じゃあアンナの代わりにはなれないのね。
Nope. You didn't have to think that far, since you always help and encourage me by being yourself. Shin realized why Henry suddenly changed the way she called him. She was probably trying to cheer Shin up by after the disappointing conversation with Namtar. But just like Namtar was not Anna, Henry could not be Anna either. This is my way of showing gratitude. Thank you for taking care of me and always being there.
Shin.
Henry hugged the roll of silk tightly. There was a faint drop of tears in the corner of her eyes.
私こそありがとうなのだわ。シンと出会って私毎日が楽しいの。だからシンのためにって思ったんだけど、今回は空回りだったみたいなのだわ。
Maybe calling me Big Brother is not bad sometimes. Especially in the bedroom. I mean... Huh? What's wrong? I totally thought Henry would laugh along, but she suddenly stared at him coldly.
今、マルチナと同じ匂いを感じたのだわ。
Ah, shit. Huh? No, I didn't mean...
怪しいのだわ。好きあらばお兄様とか兄様とか兄くんとか呼ばせようとするんじゃないかしら。
Where did all that come from? Where did you learn that from, Henry?
理想の妹になるためのハウツー本に書かれていたの。
What? There's such a book?
図書館の中間コーナーにあったのだわ。
Ah. Yeah, that... All those books are funded by Mardor College. Our academy has a deep side of... has a deep side of something. They're all funded by Maltina. The two of them walked side by side to the academy. Henry never called Shin Big Brother again, but the distance between the two didn't change. After returning to the academy, they went straight to the workshop and delivered the items they had brought, and went to work on their own projects. Time flew, the sun set, and it was time to leave. Normally, Shin would have stayed and continued to work on his studies, but he decided to go back for the day to rest up from his journey to the capital. As he walked out the corridor to his dorm room.
シン、お疲れ様なの。
Yes, same to you. Henry poked out from behind a pillar. She should have left first, so she was waiting for him? What's wrong? Did you forget something?
その
Henry muttered as she looked down. After a moment of fidgeting, she approached Shin and took his hand.
今日は朝からずっと一緒にいたでしょ。だからその寂しいというわけではないのだけど。
Henry shifted her gaze up to Shin. Her gesture was irresistibly cute as Shin felt his heart skip a beat.
ねえ、もう少し一緒に行っていいかしら。
Well... Oh! I wonder what the choice will be. I have to start early tomorrow, Henry. Sorry, but I start early tomorrow. Imagine.
そう。ならしょうがないのだわ。
Henry said in an awfully cheerful tone despite the rejection. But Shin felt it sounded like she was forcing herself to sound happy. I'm really sorry, but I have to check on the mixtures the mixtures early morning. Right, yeah.
わかってるの。気にしないで。いつまでも
Why is this even a choice?
ないのだわ。
Henry. As Shin looked at her, concerned, she smiled to show Shin she was just fine.
昼間は素敵な贈り物ありがとう。早速使わせてもらうのだわ。
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. What?
それじゃあおやすみ。
Why is this an option that you can just pick? After saying farewell, Henry quickly left the scene. Yeah, okay. Alright, I wanna fuck too. What? I mean, I wanna stay too. Stay with you too. Yes, I wanna stay with you too. The next thing he knew, he was bloating his honest feelings, unable to control his heartbeat. He placed his hand on her chest. On her head. Do you want to come to my room?
Shin.
They are gonna fuck. Henry's voice was faint, but it did not sound like a rejection. Shin went ahead and held her small hand. And they had hot, steamy sex. The following day, the fabric Shin gave was colored with Henry's special dye and became Namtar's loungewear. I thought the fabric Shin gave was colored with Henry's special juices. It became Namtar's loungewear.
おお、あの白い布が染料でこんな色になったのか。やるな染料。よかった。サイズはぴったりなの。
Namtar, do you like it?
そうだな。こういうのおめかしだろ。それにエンリがくれたから嬉しい。あ、ここで着替えちゃダメなの。着替えるならこっち。ナムタル。
Hang on. Henry? Never mind. The way Namtar got excited over her new outfit reminded Shin of Anna. It's almost like she has the same personality as Anna. Henry and Namtar's exchange was something dazzling. Shin watched the two for a while. Wow. Alright. Major Mouser. 4-star difficulty, huh? Sure, buddy. Whatever you say. You know what? Mouser. Yeah. You know what? Considering that I only have 4 characters in my party, it makes sense. That's a weird knock. While Shin was formulating in the workshop, there was a visitor. He looked up from the furnace. Celeste went to answer, and just as he thought he heard voices, she immediately came back.
マルチネとフレンよ。通りかかったから様子を見に来たって。
Rare to have them visit.
風なきの谷でのことは聞いているはずだから気にしてくれたのではないかしら。どうするシン。
on your womb. What? Maybe they were being courteous. Since we were formulating. It's okay. Let them in. We shouldn't be rude to someone who is concerned for us.
わかったわ。
Celeste returned to the entrance and brought Maltino and friend along. Dexter, it's not... It isn't the thinking that was weird. It was the typing it out and pressing the enter key. It's even worse, considering that you didn't make a single typo in it. Look, Maltina, just because we bonded slightly over Henry calling me Big Brother doesn't mean she does it anymore, okay? That was only in the side story. She doesn't do that, and she doesn't do it in the main story, okay? So it doesn't matter. No typos. The same as always. I'm almost done formulating. Shin replied as he stirred the furnace.
まだそんな古いやり方を続けてるんですのね。工房もゴミゴミしていて洗練されていませんし。ぶしつけね、相変わらず。ごめんあそばせ。我がマルデュック派の工房と比べて型落ちの機材や器具が目についたものですから。姉さんやめなよ。これじゃ喧嘩を売りに来たみたいだ。あら、そんなつもりはないのよ、フレン。私はただハルモニア派の皆さんの窮状が哀れになっただけ。そうね、私に言ってもらえれば最新の機材をいくつか回してあげてもよくてよ。
Are you here to rub it in? In dismay, Shin let out a complaint.
マルデュック派の機材はお気に召さないかしら。まあそれならそれで構わないですけど、こちらは受け取ってくださるでしょうね。
That said, oh, hello, Syncwords. There is people here other than me and you as well. Okay. That said, Maltina offered Shin a bouquet. Huh? For me?
マルチナ、まさかあなたシンに交際を申し込みに？違いますわよ。どうしてそうなるんですの？これはそのお見舞いですわ。ソニア先生の。
Oh. Well, I mean, if you ever wanna, you know, actually. Oh, okay. Shin looked convinced while Maltina's cheeks remained flushed.
Shin, 残念とか思ってない？
I mean, a harem's a harem, and you can't not add people to it. Women. You can't not add waifus to it. That's not true.
そうですわ。勘違いしてもらっては困りますの。この花束はあなたのためじゃないんですからね。
Yeah, but you know, if you ever wanna give me some flowers personally, like I wouldn't be opposed.
そんなに乱暴に扱ったら花が散っちゃうよ姉さん。
Friend let out an exasperated sigh.
花束直接渡そうとも思ったんですけど、僕たちが言っても気を使わせるだけだと思ったので。
And an ash demon? What do you mean? Cinderella? Yeah. I don't think she would. But sure, we'll pass this on to Sonia. Namtar isn't an ash demon anymore.
お願いします。よかったらこれも市場から取り寄せた新鮮なフルーツです。
Thank you, friend and Maltina. Should thank you too. After receiving the bouquet from Maltina and the fruit from Friend.
あなたたちがあまりに不運だから同情しただけですわ。それにハルモニア派の皆さんが承知したままでは張り合いがありませんもの。
If not, what is she then? Them. What is she them? A human? Maltina.
私たちとドールとの決着もまだついていなかったものね。
No. Well, she's still the same as Henry. Just because she was an ash demon doesn't mean she isn't a servant of Astarte.
ドールは負けませんわよ。カイマや破壊者との戦いを経て日々進化していますから。
Perhaps taking Celeste's word as a provocation, Maltina spoke boldly.
それに近い将来、ドールは大陸全域に配備されるようになりますわ。そうなれば、あなたたちの出番はありませんわね。
Is an ash demon the evolution? What, from a god? No, it's a devolution. From human? Also a devolution. I heard rumors, but they're mass producing a lot.
オブリビオンの拡大に備えて、これは絶対必要なプランですの。今はまだ汚染度の高い地域に優先配備している状況ですけれど。
So no longer human. I mean, Namtar wasn't always. Namtar turned into went from Shin's sister to Ash Demon to Astarte's kin to human. Oh, well, to un-Ash Demon.
それ以外の地域は気象台で異常が観測されたら部隊を派遣するようになってます。
Ash demons are just animals adapting, right? Ash demons are animals that have gotten corrupted by the dust. Like the Valley of the Roaring Winds. So adapting to survive. It's not adapting. They're not adapting. They're forcibly ingesting dust. Because some die.
Johan 教授はまだあの地に留まっておられますわ。ダスト汚染の後始末をしなければなりませんし、破壊者の手がかりも得たいところですからね。
Also, why are you asking me? You're the one who finished the game. Brian. Yeah. It was only us to return to the academy with assistance from the major. My Brian. Wait, hang on. It was only us to return to the academy with assistance from the major. Oh. Sure. The Harmonia College was in shambles and was only able to return from the harsh valley thanks to the military. I think. No, it's not a think, it's a... you're correct. It's a I know. It would have been impossible to bring Miss Sonia and Namtar back without Major Alexandra's command.
あ、そうそう。そのマウザー少佐ですが、
As the topic rose, Martina mentioned, as if she remembered something.
さっき小規模なダスト警報が出て出動準備をしていたのを見かけましたわ。ヨハン教授は出払っておられますし、今動けるのは自分しかいないからと。少し待ってもらえれば組み立て中の道路を回せると言ったのですが。まさかサーシャが単独で出ると？さっき言ったように道路は増産中で、追加の配備にはもう少し時間がかかるんです。今回は本体が出払った感激を突かれてしまいました。サーシャのことだから少しでも被害を広げないために先行するつもりなのね。でもさすがに心配だわ。そう言ってくれる？シン。マウザー少佐と一緒に出動するつもりですか？そう言い出すかもしれないとは思っていましたわ。私も道路の準備が整い次第応援に向かいますので。急ぎましょう。ぐずぐずしていたらサーシャに先に行かれてしまうわ。
Apparently, to Celeste's words, Shin hurried his preparation for the expedition. They managed to catch up with Major Alexander along the way. Alexandra. Hang on. Hang on. What's this? What is this? Why does she have her hand back? Explain, game. Why don't you have a separate sprite for her missing hand? It is her left hand that was missing. And well, the right hand is also skin. When they told her they'd join her, she seemed surprised at first, but began rejecting them. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Oh, what's that again? How do we go back? I don't know how to go back.
サーシャの実力は知っているけど油断は禁物よ。それに私だって足手まといにはならないわ。
They literally didn't have they didn't change the sprite for every expression.
それははい。姫様は錬金術師として日々成長されています。そのことは私も知っているつもりです。だったら一緒に行くことに何の問題もないわね。しかしそれとこれとは。
Aja, please understand that Celeste wants to help you. Also, we should deal with Oblivion together. Shin tried to persuade her. The major glared at Shin.
貴様
What the
シン
fuck?
と言ったな。やはり貴様が姫様を危険な場所に連れ回しているのか。
Huh? No, that's not how it is.
言っておく。義手のことは感謝しているが、私はまだ貴様のことを認めたわけではないからな。貴様が本当に姫様を預けるに足る気しか否か、私は疑っている。
Would you play Euphoria? Eventually. But I'm an alchemist, not a knight. It's the same as Gore Screaming Show. To Shin's words, the major put on a look of disgust.
さあさあ、勘違いしないで。私たちどちらが上とかじゃなく対等な仲間なの。それに私は私の意志で汚染区域に足を踏み入れているのよ。決して連れ回されているわけではないわ。
わかりました。姫様がそこまで言うのであれば。
分かってくれたのね、サーシャ。
Celeste looked relieved as the major looked up.
はい。これよりは私が姫様の身をお守りします。頼りにならないこの男に代わって。
Alright, yeah. Huh?
とにかく同行は許してくれるのね。
許すなどと。姫様が行きたいとおっしゃるなら、全力で恩義を守るのが私の任務です。
You know, Sasha, I thought you were cool. I think I'm changing my mind on that one.
だそうよ、シン。話は一応まとまったかしら。
Yeah. She had no choice but to nod at Celeste, who seemed like she'd given up on the situation. Magi Alexandra continued to send glares towards Shin the entire time. Right. The two joined the major and continued journey toward the contaminated area. The coordinates the weather station predicted were around the reddish-brown hills. Their objective was to confirm the conditions and to prevent further corrosion. Also, her hands back. This is the one expression they didn't have they didn't change the sprite for. As they drove their carriage toward the contaminated area, they witnessed black ash rising and wavering towards the sky before their path. Oh, there it is. The group got off the carriage.
ダストの侵食が進んでいるな。予測よりペースが速いようだ。
There's no mistake that an ash demon is around. I mean, saves budget. It's literally just grab this hand, put it on the other sprite. It isn't that much. It isn't that. It doesn't. It isn't save that much.
やっぱり一緒に来てよかった。付近に町や村がないのは幸いだけど、これ以上侵食範囲が広がる前に何とかしましょう。
Maybe they forgot. Oh, holy. Well, yeah, they did forget. If they wanted to save budget, they could have just made it. They could have just changed the story so Sasha didn't lose her hand, and they wouldn't have needed to give her like twice the sprites.
急いだ方がいいようですね。姫様、今さら乙女はいたしません。ですが、くれぐれもご無理はなさらないよう。
サー様ね。お互い協力していきましょう。
It showed us what the corrosion does to a human, right? Yeah, and then Albert dies right after. If you wanted to show it like that, if you wanted to show it like that, while also saving budget, you know what they could have done? They could have gotten rid of a leg. Because the leg models are always cut off, between the calf and the, quad. So, cut off, like, have it so that, a leg is cut off, and you won't have as many issues. But this isn't a matter of saving budget. They just forgot for one sprite expression. Let's go. We'll first slay the Ash Demon. Hooray! Alright, what do you use? Where is it? Oh, you use hand, of course. Liquid spirit. Spirit liquid. Ruby. Alright, well, guess I'm stuck with a regular weapon. Not her base weapon. Oh. There's also... Yeah. Oh yeah, we had to craft, her other arm. Alright. Let's see how... Oh, actually, let's start off with looking at her... equipping crests, actually. Let's go to... Inventory. Party. Skills. That's not what I meant to do. None, light, fire, defense, all. Okay, hang on. Let's go through this. So, a plus 10 activation speed, single target attack. A increased attack power of the invoker, single target attack. A ranged, single target attack. That is light. A AoE fire attack that does 50 and a plus 50 defense. Okay, so you've got Sonya, Arya, and Celeste. Yeah, what's her special? Range, AoE, paralysis 90%, water. Alright. I can work with this. It's kind of all over the place, but I mean, it's just attacking it. Namu. Yeah. Well, okay. No, actually. I want to put Namu on someone because she's a C tier. But I keep doing that. I right click to unequip, but it just kicks me out. Just a double click. Alright, so its the main thing is light, fire, and water. Let's see here. Probably best to stick to the... Okay, magic boost is useless for Sasha. You know what won't be useless is... Which one is it? It is... I don't know why I'm blanking. Yeah, Carbuncle. Haggis? No, Carbuncle. What else is there? I could put number 1 because of the barrier prop. Am I really going to? I mean, yeah, I could. Or I could just go all in on attack. Can I sort by not offensive? Light pole it for haste. Yeah, that works. It gives 2 to fire, 2 to water, 4 to light pole it is good. And it also gives haste and attack.
ねえねえ、これっていいものかしら。やったー、ラッキー。
Wait, 4 branches of longevity? Yeah, Carbuncle healing. Carbuncle has healing.
戦って前
Oh,
に進まなきゃいけない時もある。
alright. Let's see how she works. Okay, these are single target, range single target. This is her only AoE. This also increases defense. By 30%. Hang on. 35%. Okay, so it's not that big of a difference. But let's start off with a fire grenade, shall we? I think I equip. I mean, not equip. I clicked the wrong skill on Aria. Oh, that's pretty good. I didn't know you could scroll through without clicking an ability. Okay, that's pretty good. Also, she's level 19. So, either... okay, I've seen RPGs do 2 versions of this. One is that when a new character joins the party, and, you know, they're usually... They'll usually either be underleveled or the same level. Underleveled usually means that, well, you're over the recommended level. The same level also usually implies that you are the right level, or how I've also seen what I was describing the first is a static leveling of a character that just joins the party. The other one I've seen is a dynamic version of it, where you get a new character and they will always be the same level as your party, because that character has been secretly leveling up in the background until you get them, right? And I'm not quite sure. Actually, no. I would be able to find out when we get Sonya back, right? Whether this is the first or second one. Type of leveling. It'll be a while, yeah. It's either gonna be... Okay, so essentially... Sonya might not be a good indicator, because... okay, yeah, I think I did Fire Dagger instead of... Sonya might not be a good indicator because there may be a set level that spiritual Mercury that the game will set for Sonya when we get her. And I mean, at the same time, I don't really want to grind. Grinding in this game is slow. I can do it with the free dungeons. Do I want to though? The leveling doesn't really matter. It's more the materials that matter, so that you can level up, so that you can get better gear. And the crests. Okay, well, the crests matter a lot. I still don't know what the proficiency does. I don't think a level does that much. This might be an issue. We might not have enough to cast our skills. What did I say? I'm sure it'll be fine. Tasha's got fire grenade. Yeah, see? Oh. I don't know why I lagged a bit there. Alright. Well. Alright. I went the wrong way for that one. What are you gonna give me? 2 white barrels, oh my god. Spoiling me. All of the AoEs, that was 600 damage. Yep, 600 damage.
見事な勝利だ。
The sand and the dust rose in the wastelands. Maybe I should have saved. Like a sandstorm. Actually, I can save it here. Like a sandstorm, it blocked their vision and hid their face. In the area, an infinite number of large winged insects, insect ash demons flew about. Their buzz was a bother to their ears. So, they're spreading the dust. They're carrying the dust like bugs carry.
だがもう好きにはさせん。私が来たからには。
Sasha let out an enthusiastic cry. As she raised her prosthetic arm, her hand let out fire and the heat rays pierced the ash demon in the air. Though other ash demons gathered upon finding her to be a threat, they all began to surround and attack her. Major! Trying to protect her, Shin raised his blade. Huh? Major Alexandra wielded a sword with her right hand and swung her blade through the area. But her feet were several corpses of sliced. By her feet were several corpses of sliced ash demons. Shin barely caught a flash of the blade. That was so fast.
さあさあ、私の剣の先生どものあれ式のカイマなら止まって見えているはずよ。
Amazing. Seeing where Celeste obtained her strength, Shin felt relieved and scared. Both relieved and scared.
私も負けていられないわね。シャイニーヒルとランサーロット。
The hilt of her rapier glowed as her blade extended long and longer. Right. With its flexible and penetrating power, the tip struck through 3 ash demons at the same time. In addition to their alchemy skills, her martial arts skills were refined to strike at the necessary moment. As Celeste swung her dominant hand, the ash demon squirmed with the force and spewed cum. What? Black liquid? What?
さすがです。その技、ますます研ぎ澄まされていると見ました。鍛錬は続けておられるようですね。
What do you mean, you saw what it was? It was a white liquid.
もちろんよ。力のない人々を守る騎士たるため、剣も錬金術もどちらもおろそかにするわけにはいかないわ。
Must have been milk.
騎士の誓い。姫様、その言葉は。
ええ、あなたに教えられたものだったわね。それで私はおもちゃの剣を振るうごっこ遊びから本当の騎士道を探し始めたの。
ああ、本当にあなたはまっすぐなお方だ。王妃に生まれた姫としてそれをなすやり方とてあったでしょうに。
Major's expression turned warm, but then returned to being serious with a glare ahead.
ならばそんなあなたを守ることもまた騎士道か。
Watch out, Celeste. Major, the dust levels are rising. Beyond the veil of ash, the small black lump was wriggling about. While being protected by flying insects, it began moving forward.
親玉か。あれを片付けられれば。
The Major raised her prosthetic arm once again and pointed the muzzle at the large ash demon. Wait, be careful. If you attack them without knowing their characteristics. Well, I guess she doesn't want to listen because she's got more experience. The burning heat rays created an orange trail. It pierced the center of the ash demon and instantly caused an explosion. No, that's... The massive ash demon shimmered and consumed the flames inside. It wobbled but kept its shape while nearly collapsing. The next moment... The outer shell broke off. The numerous winged insects sprung out. Numerous winged insects spread out. No, in actuality, it was just many insects gathered, making it seem like a massive ash demon. From individual to an army, the insects swarmed and charged toward Major Alexandra. We can't handle these numbers. With just a sword and a prosthetic arm. Low blow, shin. The Major has was completely consumed by the swarm of insects. Celeste ran to her side and shoved her to the ground. She planned on taking on the insects herself. Within the swarm of ash demons, Celeste's figure blurred. She dodged the attacks with her outstanding movements. Of course, this could not be done by an ordinary person. Celeste reproduced the power of the Philosopher's Stone through the corruption. Raising her concentration and physical abilities to a limit, she fought the ash demons with minimal movement. However, you're being reckless, Celeste. The danger did not only lie in physical terms. The high concentration of dust can quickly eat away at your body. That was not something she can dodge. In a few seconds, she came across the swarm. Celeste must be accumulating more toxins in her body than her dust-proof fabric can protect from her from. Celeste, Shin dashed forth and held her by as she collapsed helplessly after the swarm of insects passed. She has a terrible fever. We better cure her quickly. Let's retreat for now. Please assist me. Sasha fired multiple heat rays towards the swarm of ash demons. During that time, Shin ran away from the battlefield with Celeste in his arms. After retreating, the group found a cave in the rocky mountain that extended underground. A simple barrier should be enough for the time being. They were lucky to find a place like this near the battlefield. She is dead. I mean, she's fine. I drained the dust out. As she rests, her fever should go down. If it weren't for the Philosopher's Stone, she would have been in danger. The fact that she had been immunized by the corruption may have been why Celeste didn't show corrosion symptoms. You did your best. We now know their characteristics, so if we fight them again, we won't lose. Shin spoke as he gently stroked her cheek. Celeste narrowed her eyes in comfort, but her cheeks were still hot.
先ほどの動き、お見事でした。迫り来る海馬をすべて見切ってかわす様は、戦場で舞踏を演じるがごとし。それに引き換え、私は敵の本質を見誤り、姫様に守られる始末。自分の未熟を恥じるばかりです。
She must have felt regretful. Major looked down at her as her clenched fist was shaking.
いいえ、サーシャは私のために進んで敵を引き受けようとしたのでしょう。それに、あの力は本当は私のものではないの。真が賢者の石の能力で。
姫様？それはどういう。姫様？
There was no response from Celeste. She fell asleep on the bunk he made in the cave. Let's let her sleep. If her fever goes down, her strength should return and make her feel better.
そうだな。
Placing her cloak as a blanket on Celeste, the mage just stands up.
しかし、あの力が姫様のものではないとは一体。私。
お。
しかし、あの力が姫様のものではないとは一体。私の知る姫様とは確かに別人のような動きではあったが。
Oh, that's... You shouldn't explain the functions of the Philosopher's Stone. The enhancement of physical abilities can be lent to others through corruption.
そういうことだったのか。
Is that like a euphemism for sex? Yeah, but you'd need to have a good knack to use these powers. In that respect, Celeste is outstanding.
姫様は私が剣の手ほどきをしている時から再起に溢れていらしたからな。もともと護身の技だけをお教えするつもりが、私まで熱が入ってしまったほどだ。
I see. Major smiled, thinking back to the past. Imagining Celeste as a child practicing her sword skills. Shin also smiled.
そうだ、貴様にそんな力があるなら、私にも貸してもらえないだろうか。
I mean, you know. Never mind. Huh?
外の海馬に、今度こそ遅れを取るわけにはいかないからな。姫様のためにも、私は名誉挽回の機会が欲しい。
But Shin was stuck in his on his words.
どうした？私には渡せない力なのか？
Well, no, that's not how it is, but...
ならば頼む。身を挺してまで私をかばってくれた姫様のお心にどうしても報いたいんだ。
Major Alexandra bowed her head deeply. Shin can't easily turn down a heartfelt request from a proud soldier. Major...
やはりダメなのか？私では。
That's not it. There's just a problem with how it's done. It requires a special technique.
問題ない。どんな痛みも苦しみも耐えてみせよう。姫様も乗り越えられた道なのだろう。
Well, yeah.
教えてくれ。特殊な手段とは一体。
Stop beating around the bush and just say sex. And sure, she'll get mad at you because you slept with Celeste. But she won't be asking for the powers after. Unless... That's... After a long pause, he opened his eyes.
ん？
The major tilted her head in confusion as if she heard wrong. Gosh! Looks like I have to tell her everything. Alright, so it all started with Henry. Shin made up his mind. So in order to learn my abilities, I have to share the corruption in my body. It resonates and amplifies the waves of the Philosopher's Stone and lets the other person develop the abilities. We don't exactly know how, but that's the secret of the Philosopher's Stone.
結果で
The Major looked puzzled, but her expression suddenly changed.
まさか貴様姫様とそのようなことを
I told you she'd be mad. I had her consent. We did it in the forest.
問答無用シスベース
Whoa! The blade that the Major drew out struck right above Shin's head. That was when Shin prepared for his death.
Shin, 起きて。Shin.
And then right after, Shin got drained by Sasha. What? You heard someone calling his name. Shaken by his shoulder, Shin woke up from the depths of slumber. The sunlight seeping from the cave entrance was bright. He used his hand to cover his eyes. His eyes began to adapt as his blurry vision caught the sight of Celeste.
おはよう。よく眠っていたみたいね。
Celeste, are you alright? How are you feeling? Definitely I hate to see it happen. I hope.
ええ、おかげさまで。シンがダストを吸ってくれたおかげでもうなんともないわ。
Really? Shin reached out and placed his hand on his forehead. On her forehead. Her fever has gone down, and it didn't seem like she was forcing herself. I'm glad your fever was terrible. I'm glad your fever was terrible today. I'm glad your fever was terrible yesterday.
迷惑をかけてしまったみたいね。ごめんなさい。
Oh, it's nothing. As long as you're fine, it's all good.
ありがとう。それにしても。
Celeste peered to the side with a thoughtful look. Shin followed her gaze and found Sasha asleep on Shin's lap.
一晩の間にずいぶんサーシャと打ち解けたのね。
Oh, this is...
どうした騒がしいな敵か
Sasha.
耳元で呼ぶな聞こえている
Sasha didn't try to hide her grogginess. She woke up sluggishly.
おはようサーシャ。膝枕の寝心地はどうだった？
膝枕何を言って
Sasha froze, stopping midway from rising. She eyed both Celeste and Shin.
これは姫様もうお体の具合はよろしいのですか
They were at it all night.
ええ、もうすっかり元気よ。昨日あんなに苦しかったのが不思議なくらい。
Celeste woke up in the middle of their session.
それは何よりです姫様が倒れた時にはどうなることかと
They were so loud, Celeste actually woke up. She must have been relieved. She let out a sigh of relief. Yeah! You didn't need the first part to imply that she was relieved.
そちらは大丈夫？私が眠っている間のことだけれど。
はい、何も問題はありません。カイマも結界のおかげでここを見つけられなかったようです。
私としてはシンがいつの間にかサーシャを愛称で呼んでいる理由が知りたいとこだけれど。
Well, what happened? You should put on a fake smile at Celeste's eyes of suspicion. So, about the dust, has that night, now that a night has passed, the situation has gotten worse. So we better think of how to move next.
その通りだ。同じカイマに2度も遅れを取るわけにはいかないからな。
まあいいけど。
Celeste continued to stare at them suspiciously, but eventually changed her mind. I analyzed the Ash Demon a bit after that. Together that many Ash Demons, there has to be one commander. I'm quite curious at what happened in that H scene now. Yeah, me too. But Celeste is just jealous. You didn't watch it? You didn't do a side story.
つまり、その司令塔さえ倒せば敵は統率を失うと？
This was supposed to be a boss fight, not a sex scene. Yeah, that's the only way we can defeat the Ash Demons. Right.
しかし、大量のカイマからどうやって司令塔を見分ければいい？
Let's use the swarm's defensive response. When the Ash Demons form one big unit, they should move to protect the commander.
その守りの先に狩るべきカイマがいるということか。
Sasha unconsciously clenched her fist on a prosthetic hand. Shin turned around to look at the cave entrance. The dust was starting to block the morning sun. The barrier was reaching its limit. Guys, let's leave once we finish eating and come up with a plan. The two nodded with a fierce look. The wastelands corroded by the dust turned into their territory. The huge swarm appeared like a colony, while the smaller ones were like troops that spread the dust. Shin and the others defeated the small fries as they charged toward the center once again.
これ以上ダストを広げさせるわけにはいかない。二人とも準備はいい？
Anytime.
お任せください。我がバトルアームが戦いののろしを。
Sasha fired her heat lasers toward the massive body. Flames erupted as a small ash demon burst into flames. This was the same as the day before, reading the enemy's counterattack. Sasha took to action quickly and ran to the side of the swarm. Took to action. There's a thick layer around that point. That's probably.
例の司令塔か。
Shin and Celeste ran forth. We'll slay the insect that got in the way. They proceeded with as they planned. We won't lose this time. Oh. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just, you know, AoEs out the ass. Oh.
よし、いい戦いだった。
That can't be the boss, right? Even though it had the boss battle, music, surely that wasn't the boss. That was just the start, right? The joint attack applied damage to the Ash Demon. The Ash Demon dispersed into smaller bits and tried to swallow Shin and the others. But that simply meant the protection around the commander was growing thin. Celeste, now's your chance. The target has showed itself. Sound like water being cut was heard as a blade shot out of Celeste's ether gear. It turned into an arrow and flew toward the Ash Demon commander. Did I miss the stream where she showed her cute side? Yeah, it was an hour ago. The blow had such precision like threading a needle. It was truly the result of Celeste's skills. However, right before the arrow hit, the commander made another Ash Demon to protect itself. The tip of the rapier pierced its shield, but only grazed the target and failed to fatally wound it. Celeste looked frustrated as she went to take countermeasures. No. This was, that was exactly enough. We now know where the main target is. Quickly, before it goes back to hide among the swarm. Go, Sasha. Sasha replied as she raised the strength of her prosthetic arm. Sensing the threat for them, the scattered Ash Demons regathered to rush towards her. The massive swarm looming over Sasha resembled a giant arm. Her vision must be filled with the Ash Demons. However, Sasha did not seem worried, as if she could see her target beyond the swarm. She was clearly deciphering her enemy.
頭が冴え渡って敵の動きがスローに感じる。なるほど、これが賢者の石の恩恵というものか。これならばバトルアームレーザーシュート。
Wraith shot out from a battle arm. The convergence rate increased as a needle-thin ray shot out. However, it went in the wrong direction, away from the Ash Demon commander. Ah, nice. And there was... Alright, bullseye. Hang on. It went in the wrong direction away from the... Nice. Beyond the ray of light was Shin in midair. Even within the dust, the Ash Demon swarms. And Ash Demon swarms. The two who sense each other's presence have the link of the Philosopher's Stone, and a night of sweet, steamy, of hot, steamy sex, Sasha was aiming her laser at Shin. Shin crossed his arms quickly. He activated his blade and caught the ray with its side. Adjust incidence angle. Reflect. With his arms crossed, he adjusted the angle and position of his gauntlet. While his blade turned crimson, he reflected the laser and changed the direction. The flat, polished blade that was specially made by Shin, who placed a spell on it for this purpose. Go! The reflected laser shot toward the commander. He was wary of Sasha and Celeste, but Shin managed to catch it off guard. The opponent was struck from an unpredictable angle. Yeah! Commander Ash Demon exploded as it was pierced by the laser. In the next moment, the swarm changed, but with the commander gone, the entire swarm began to lose control. Some crashed onto the ground while squirming. Others collided as chaos spread among the swarm.
なるほど。司令塔がいなくなれば残っているのは右往の衆ということか。
Brushing off the small fries, Sasha managed as she stepped away. But with this many, cleaning up after them will be a hassle.
いいえ、どうやら応援が来てくれたようよ。
Huh? Shin turned where Celeste pointed. Beyond the dust, several shadows were approaching them. Dolls.
マルチナたちが間に合ってくれたみたい。
The doll units began fighting the ash demons quickly. They seemed to be hunting the sex dolls. Okay, yeah. They seemed to be hunting the herd and making sure it did not disperse. I think we can leave the rest of the ash demons to the dolls.
こちらは疲れもあるし、巻き込まれないうちに引き上げましょう。
Okay. Shin nodded as he prepared to leave. Behind them, the explosion created by the dolls cleared out the remaining ash demons. Right. Carriage made its way into the academy as Shin and the others leapt down. Okay, so that was the boss battle. Right, yeah, they got one shot by Arya. Yep. They removed the dustproof fabric and dusted themselves off.
なんとか無事戻ってきたわね。早く体を洗いたいわ。
Bro, why was Celeste's side story so much harder? But we better finish reporting first. As Shin and the others left the administration, they began walking down the halls when Sasha approached them and saluted them earnestly.
先ほど本部に報告してきました。ドール部隊は海馬殲滅を終え、 侵食現象も収束に向かっているようです。
Looks like Valtina and the others took care of it.
私たちも報告を終えたところよ。これで一件落着かしら。
はい、姫様のお力添えのおかげです。それに
Sasha shifted her gaze to Shin.
貴様のこと少しは認めてやらないでもない。あの時よく私の呼吸を読んでくれたな。
I mean, he got used to them after one night. It's good we planned it earlier. Also, I knew you won't waste the opportunity made by Celeste either. Shin smiled and offered her hand. Sasha's eyes widened for a moment before she took his hand with her non-prosthetic hand.
本当にいいコンビネーションだったわ、二人とも。さすが賢者の石の力を貸与しただけあればね。
はい、この力はなかなかのものです。おかげでバトルアームの性能をこれまで以上に使いこなせて。
Sasha paused mid-sentence, as her agitation was sensed by Shin as well. Celeste, since when? What the fuck? Huh? Huh? Oh, right, yeah, the voice file got corrupted, I guess. Ha! Someone hacked. Yeah, yeah. That's not what I meant to.
別に怒ってるわけじゃないわ。必要に駆られてのことだったのでしょうし。
God, this game has problems. Sounds like someone's brain.
でも、それならそうと言っておいてほしかったわね。
Yeah.
隠すなんてやましい意識がある証拠よ。
No, Sasha was spraying last night, if you know what I'm saying. Never mind. She is mad. As Shin feared her stares, Celeste turned around.
それじゃあ私は疲れたから戻らせてもらうわね。
Hang on, I'm still hung up on static. Yes.
お待ちください、姫様。私は別にこの男のことは何とも思っては。
Not yet, though. There's a reason. There's a side story, though, Sasha.
おい、貴様からも説明しろ、シン。あえて話さなかったのは病み上がりの姫様のご負担になると思ってのことだと。
Huh? Yeah, that's right.
もっとはっきり言わないか、めめしいやつめ。やはり貴様など姫様にはふさわしくない。
Look, Sasha. All I'm gonna say is threesome. I think that's a good idea. Hey, isn't the topic different now?
うるさい。とにかくこうなれば謝罪あるのみだ。付き合ってもらうぞ。
No, I know a way Shin can apologize to Celeste. Sasha caught up to Celeste as she continuously begged for her forgiveness. The desperation and mild humor eventually melted Celeste's rage and...
もうわかったわよ、サーシャ。あなたは昔から冗談が聞かないのだから。
姫様。
まあその代わり、シンには後でゆっくり話を聞こうかしら。
Why? As Shin was left stunned, Celeste smiled at him as if she were tormenting her prey. She wants to know every single detail. Back to a fall party. God damn it. Ripshin's balls. He's gonna be drained so that it doesn't happen again. Celeste is gonna drain him so that it doesn't happen again. Last time at the workshop with Namtar on the team, the students of Harmonia College bonds grow deeper. Mount Holeb was the mountain range that took a few days on a carriage from the alchemy. What? Does it feel good to get drained? How would I know? I'm a virgin. After entering Cagliostro Academy, the Grand Volcano was where he held his first real field work. The group was attempting to go to the summit where smoke and dark clouds of dust rose. Vrigan. At the inn they stopped by last time, the group heard something that caught their attention from the locals. The dust is increasing again?
簡単に計測したけど、オレブ山方面の濃度、確かに上昇してるね。半月くらい前からだって。お空の色、真っ黒なの。
Looking at the distant skies, Henry spoke up. The summit of Mount Holeb was covered by a black cloud, mixed with dust.
マルちゃん、苦戦してるのかも。
The amount of dust that can't be burned away by the purification furnace is being generated again. Mount Holeb's volcanic activity also had a hidden purpose to burn the dust. The volcanic crater called the purification furnace consumed the dust from the air using the fire origin Marduk's power. Stop soon, it's been over 2 hours. I just started the main story. That wasn't a perfect solution. In the past, the furnace took in more than the allowable amount of dust and weakened the fire, causing Marduk to eclipse with it. Go back. Previously, Shin and the secondary Marduk joined forces to revive the purification furnace, but
マルドゥックはずっと戦い続けているのね。この地の大気を少しでもきれいにするために。
hang on. Yeah.
でも、献身であるウガルルムやアンズーが国化したままじゃ苦しいはずだよ。先代の力だってまだ完全には戻っていないだろうし。
Even for Marduk, we need to do the purification. They all nodded to Shin's words.
シンがマルドゥックと契約するのでしょ？アリア、マルドゥックと連絡を取ることはできないの？ごめん、ダストが邪魔してて、私たちが直接マルちゃんの元まで行かないとダメみたい。
Oh, of course. You know they haven't. They're not. They haven't upgraded to 5G, so the signal's getting blocked by the dust.
マルドゥック本体は河口にいる。またあの山を頂上まで登らないといけないのね。
Marduk College's camp is long gone, so we'll have to go up on our own this time. Mount Holeb was covered in dust. The climb was tough, but they had to take battles against the ash demons into account. It would be a tough journey ahead, but not a single one of them in the group hesitated.
早く行こう、シン。強い火のエレメント、あそこにある。
Namtar, we know that. You didn't need to... Namtar.
カイまであるナムタルちゃんなら、ダストの心配はいらないね。さすがに戦わせるわけにはいかないけど。
Yeah, so we don't get to see a cute dustproof hood on Namtar.
アリア、ナムタル、戦える。
Yeah, and apparently you're super OP according to Dexter.
でもそのためにダストを吸ったら、シンとの契約があっても、カイマの本能に引きずられるかもしれないし。ダスト吸っちゃダメ？
Namtar tilted her head slightly. Shin patted her head. Don't worry. Leave the battles to us. I'll protect you, Namtar.
守る？守る？守る？
Namtar repeated Shin's words with curiosity lingering in her voice. Protect. Alright. Right.